If you don't know how to keep yourself from blurting things out or managing your mouth, it could be costing you a new job or even a promotion. Fox 35's David Martin shows us how to self-edit.
Yes, hear how a Florida woman claims her love handles saved her life.
Get yoga, let's get stuff for free.
Exactly.
Don't take it easy on me. Woo! Hired, right? Interesting. Harrison Ford, though, said he went to anchor school to learn how to be an anchor, and they said, look at the camera, make it your friend. This is my bad side. We should have done the other side much stronger, I swear. We have developing news this morning surrounding the controversial Bush tax cuts. It appears Democrats and also Republicans may be leaning towards a compromise here. At this hour, there's little argument about the need to extend tax cuts for the middle class. But when it comes to the wealthy, no dice. Republicans want to extend those cuts permanently, while Democrats say no way. White House senior advisor David Axelrod appeared on Fox News Sunday to talk about President Obama's position. In other news right now, after 8 long years, the man accused of kidnapping Elizabeth Smart is going to stand trial. An update now to the crisis in Egypt. A U.S.-based human rights group is now saying that at least 297 people have died since the start of the country's anti-government uprising. Mike, thank you. We do have developing news this morning. Flames and smoke. A Central Florida inferno burning right now after a scheduled burn went terribly wrong. It is 7:32 right now. And new this morning, police in Orlando looking for suspects in 2 attacks at 2 hotels in the heart of the tourist district. We do have new details this morning concerning that deadly shooting at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa. Officials say they have now reopened one of the main gates there at the facility.
When you do that, you're going to be getting the aeration into the soil. That's also you're going to find that there's going to be green stuff.
Do you know what you should do? Is you do it in high heels, and then you do the aeration with your heels, and then you scrape. This is like a 2-for-1 deal.
That's a 2-for-1.
Okay, you scrape the junk out, and then what comes next?
I'm not sad. I feel like this is the beginning.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. That was a good attitude, though, right?
One explanation. Maybe those who go to church are happier and therefore eat.
So the next time your mom calls on the phone and said, did you go to church? You can be like, Mom,
I'm
making me
lose weight.
Lose weight.
But you know what I do to my kids? You know what I do to them in the pew? I'm always like, here, goldfish.
I know,
pretzels,
we feed them snacks to keep them quiet. And then I want a snack too. Maybe there's a little truth to that. It's the hottest new place in town, the brand new Amway Center. And if you're planning on catching a game or maybe a concert there, you really do have to make sure that you know your way around town. U.S. State Department officials warning U.S. government employees in Mexico to send their families away after the deaths of 3 Americans. The 3 Americans had ties to the American consulate. In one incident, a consulate employee and her husband were shot in their car with their baby sitting in the back seat. A family held hostage for days. A pregnant woman shot when she tried to escape. This morning, we're learning more about what happened during a home invasion that turned into a kidnapping back in November. It all happened at a home inside of the Lake Roberts Landing subdivision in Winter Garden. First on Fox this morning, Steve Gelbach live for us at the Orange County Courthouse, where we're expected to get our hands on some new information about an hour and a half from now. So, Steve, what do we think we'll actually get to read in these documents? It is now day 2 of questioning for Toyota on Capitol Hill. In just a matter of hours from now, Toyota's president, Akio Toyoda, will offer a personal apology to lawmakers and also the public. Meanwhile, Toyota's U.S. sales chief testified in yesterday's congressional hearings that the recalls may not totally fix problems with unintended acceleration. There was also emotional testimony from a Tennessee woman whose car unaccountably surged to 100 miles an hour. I'm Heidi Hatch. The weather has been pretty darn nasty the last day or so. Yesterday's downpours caused a whole lot of damage, especially in Marion County. Check this out. A home literally ripped apart. The question now, will there be a second round today? We want to ask Weather Authority Jim Van Fleet about that. Jim, we've got the rain, but how bad will it get in the severity? After the death of SeaWorld trainer Don Brandt Chow, lawmakers are now trying to decide if marine mammals should be kept in captivity really at all. Jackie Sosa joins us live from the Satellite Center with the details on what was discussed on Capitol Hill. Jackie, what are they saying? Okay, so let's get right into it. You're backing Republican Marco Rubio. Some of the pundits right now, though, are saying that this is a way for you to stick it to the governor after he withdrew his support from you and then backed McCain 2 years ago. Is this true? 2 million people are without drinking water after a water main break near Boston. The pipe leaking 8 million gallons of water per hour into the Charles River in the Boston suburb of Weston. Officials activated emergency water supplies for bathing, flushing, and fire protection. But that water not suitable still for drinking. People in 30 different communities in the area are under a boil water advisory. Crews say it could be fixed by tomorrow. President Obama says work on immigration reform is going to begin this year. He made the comments yesterday at a Cinco de Mayo celebration at the White House. The president said legislation is the only way to deal with the nation's immigration problems. He denounced the law passed in Arizona that allows police to require people to prove that they are in this country legally. Worries overseas about Europe's troubled economy leading to a rough start in the global markets this morning. Just ask Japanese traders. The Nikkei stock index closed about 2 hours ago on a 5-month low, dropping nearly 300 points and dipping under their 10,000 mark for the first time since December. It is all or nothing for the Orlando Magic tonight after winning 8 straight games to kick off this playoff series. They've now lost 3 straight. They're close to being swept under the playoff rug. The Magic have to win tonight to force at least one more game at the 21-year-old Amway Arena. Tip-off is set for tonight in Boston at 8:30. Come on, boys, you can do better than this weekend. That was the worst play right there. Today, Governor Charlie Crist is in Central Florida getting ready to sign 2 bills into law. He's going to sign the Protection of Children bill at Timber Lakes Elementary at 10 this morning. Then at 11, he's going to be at the Target in Waterford Lakes to sign the back-to-school sales tax holiday. He had to reschedule that signing from yesterday.
I think a little bit of coaching, and she's there, but she does need that coaching right now. She's not there yet.
I don't think the coaching's going to help, Scott. I figured it out. God gives us all different gifts and talents. She got beauty. She got singing. After that, it's just not fair to give her dancing. So that's it. She can squat up and down while she sings. That's it. I'm sorry. I can roll my tongue. I'm still trying to figure out the second talent. I don't know, but I don't think even training's going to help Pia. Politics, the talk of the town right now, really the nation. Candidates across the country and right here in Central Florida are doing all they can do to put their best foot forward and maybe their best head forward. But you may not realize it, but their hairstyle could influence your vote. So join us live this morning, celebrity hairstylist Ted Gibson. You'll also recognize him from TLC's What Not to Wear. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, first off, before we get into all the hair of the politicians, we have to talk about who you do, because you have a lot of dues you're doing these days.
Well, you know, I do have a lot of great girls that I work on all the time.
She's known for her hit reality TV show and one of her body parts. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You know who we're talking about here. Kim Kardashian. She had a hard time, apparently, keeping up with the purple one when he invited her on stage to dance with him at a concert in New York. Check it out. She got so nervous, she tweeted, she couldn't pull it together on stage, but she said she was later pulled up and redeemed herself. I'm telling you, if the prince pulled me on stage, I would totally work it. I'd shake my tail feathers. Shake it, shake it. Take that, Kim Kardashian.
Blood in his finger?
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, watch. You saw the blood and now...
Stop. Shut the front door. You've got a ladybug.
Yeah, there we go. Turning blood into a ladybug right
Seriously,
there.
Who doesn't like that?
No, everybody loves that. Everybody loves
Gentlemen, thanks so much. Do you mind if I keep your ladybug?
No, please.
Oh, wait.
Sell it on eBay.
Okay. I'm going to tell her touched my ladybug. All right.
Well, say what? What did you just say?
You guys are trying to mess this all up. Thank you for the ladybug.
Tell her touched your ladybug.
Right.
Did you say that on television?
I've said worse,
You shouldn't have said that on television. No. Tell her touched her ladybug. That's not right.
I know that's so not ladylike. All right, magician's a comedian's pen, and tell her lovely to be with. Thanks so much for joining us.
Check your friend count on Facebook. It might be a little bit lower than yesterday.
That's because it is Unfriend Day. But who would really unfriend one of us on Facebook? I don't know.
Okay, I deleted Mike. Now, how to delete Heidi Hatch? Oh, busted.
Rude. I guess Keith would defriend us.
That's harsh.
We don't want to know what's going on in his life anyway. So what would you do if you were unfriended live on TV? Or what if you want to clear out your friends list? Get rid of a few. Childhood obesity is a serious medical condition that affects children and can lead to bigger problems down the road. But do you know when to be concerned about your child's weight? Board-certified medical doctor and New York Times best-selling author Dr. Don Colbert joins us this morning to give us more information. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's first talk about how do you know when your child is obese, when they're overweight, and it's not just baby fat?
Very good question. Some experts predict between 17 and 33 are obese.
And you say parents need to be scared straight about this because your children can have problems that really a lot of us think of as adult problems that children are not going to have. How scary is this?
And simply too much sugar, too much fast food, and too many sodas.
I think we all know this when it comes down to it, that you really have to change your diet. You have to exercise. But if people are listening and it all just sounds too consuming at once, what's the first thing they can start today to make a change and start on the right path?
Well, the first one is teaching them by being an example of what we should eat.
I think a lot of people get confused in their mind, the difference between a treat and having it every once in a while and making it a habit and something they eat every day, and that's where they start to get those problems.
Well, that's why we have these irresistible, not in these super-sized bags.
Well, Doctor, thanks so much for joining us. A lot to think about today, and hopefully people will be able to start making some of those healthy changes.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Mike.